Welcome guys, this is a friend of Mio channel, so we are continuing Avatar. Now the previous episode was pretty interesting because we found out so much more about Zuko's relations, especially with his sister, because I think in season 2, particularly when Azula showed up, it was sort of presented like it's some sort of a deadly competition between them and that Zuko is never going to be fine with Azula, but so it turns out they have a brother-sister relationship sort of, which makes me think of Katara and Sokka, which is like a totally different thing. Well, they're teasing each other, but they're supporting each other, and with Zuko and Azula, it's just something totally different. We found out more about Mai and Ty Lee, which was pretty cool, and this episode is titled The Avatar and the Fire Lord, which is, it seems a bit early for that because it's only chapter 6. So yeah, I'm sure there's something behind it, so let's jump right into it.
Aang, it's time you learned my history with Fire Lord Sozin.
Oh.
You need to understand how the war began, if you want to know how to end it. Meet me on my home island on the day of the summer solstice.
Okay, Roku.
Oh, I love these shots from Aang to Zuko. These are the best.
You need to know the story of your great-grandfather's demise. It will reveal your own destiny.
What? Wait, who was that? Are they sent to the same place?
That's Roku's home.
There's nothing here. Yes, there is. An entire village.
Whoa.
Hundreds of houses, completely buried in ash.
Wow.
What do you remember about our great-grandfather's history?
Oh, Zuko. Fire Lord Sozin began the war, of course. He spent his early years secretly preparing for it. He famously waited for the comet, later renamed Sozin's Comet, and used its power to launch his full-scale invasion of the world. In the end, he died a very old and successful man.
But how did he die?
Didn't you pay any attention in school, Zuko? In his sleep. He was ancient.
Oh, the old Aang, the original version.
What does it mean? The Fire Sages keep the secret history in the Dragonbone catacombs.
Whoa. So we're going to simultaneously watch Aang and Zuko discover stuff about history.
The final testament of Fire Lord Sozin.
Come, Aang,
Where are we going?
to visit my past, our shared past.
As I feel my own life dimming, I can't help but think of a time when everything was so much brighter. I remember my friend.
Wow.
Looks like I win again, Roku. Are you kidding? The tree root did all the work. Nice one, Sozin.
You were
Roku.
friends with Fire Lord Sozin?
Back then, he was just Prince Sozin, and he was my best friend.
Say something to her.
He just likes falling down, doesn't he?
Love is hard when you're young.
You don't have to tell me.
Now come with me. We have a party to attend.
Whose party is it?
Sozin and I shared many things, including a birthday.
Wow. Oh, he really likes falling down.
We're here to announce the identity of the next Avatar. It is our honor to serve you, Avatar Roku.
Holy shit. So
Soon the day came when my
Ooh.
friend Roku had to leave the Fire Nation and face his destiny. He needed to travel the world so he could master the other elements.
Why aren't you packed yet, all-powerful Avatar? Show me how it's done using all 4 kinds of bending.
I started packing, but then the Fire Sages told me I won't need any worldly possessions anymore. Everything's going to be different now.
I hope you're at least allowed to have this.
But this is a royal artifact. It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
I want you to have it.
is it possible for him to just give it away? Sozin seems like such a good friend. This practically makes Aang and Zuko family. Sort of.
Do they have bathrooms in the spirit world?
They do not.
This was the first stop on my Avatar journey. It was the place where I was trained to master airbending, and also where I met an old friend of yours, Monk Gyatso.
Wow.
Hey, Gyatso, you want to see a new glider trick?
So similar to Egg.
I can't believe I never thought of that. I can't believe you were friends with Monkey Gyatso just like I was.
Some friendships are so strong, they can even transcend lifetimes. After my years mastering airbending, I traveled to the Northern Water Tribe. Waterbending was especially challenging for me, but in time, I mastered it as well.
Wow.
I moved on to the Earth Kingdom. My earthbending master, Sud, was uncompromising, stubborn, and blunt.
He seemed to be
A lifelong friend.
much more dedicated to training than Egg.
It was bitter work, but the results were worth it.
Wow.
12 long years passed before I saw my friend again. When Roku returned, he was a fully realized avatar, and I had changed as well.
Sozin, or should I say, Fire Lord.
Customarily, my subjects bow before greeting me. But you're the exception.
Oh.
After all these years, he was still my best friend.
Oh.
And a few months later, he was my best man.
Avatar got married? What?
Roku, it's that girl who didn't even know you were alive.
When love is real, it finds a way. And being the Avatar doesn't hurt your chances with the ladies either.
We look to the future with optimism and joy. I had my own vision for a brighter future.
May I borrow him for a moment?
It's not very traditional, but okay.
I've been thinking hard about the state of the world lately.
It's my wedding. Have a cookie. Dance with someone. Lighten up.
Right from the start, I was destined to be Fire Lord. You were destined to be the Avatar. Together we could do anything.
We could.
Our people are happy, and we're so fortunate in so many ways. We should share this prosperity with the rest of the world. In our hands is the most successful empire in history. It's time we expanded it.
The four nations are meant to be just that.
Roku, you haven't even stopped to consider the possibilities.
This is the last I want to hear about this.
That was my first real test as the Avatar.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it was many years before I learned that Sozin had gone ahead with his plan, despite my warning.
Whoa.
How dare you occupy Earth Kingdom territory?
How dare you, a citizen of the Fire Nation, address your Fire Lord this way? Your loyalty is to our nation first.
Don't do this, Sozin. Don't challenge me. It will only end badly. It's over.
Wow. This is pretty much like Aang and Zuko, is it not?
I'm sparing you, Sozin. I'm letting you go in the name of our past friendship. Even a single step out of line will result in your permanent end.
He was like flying there like a helicopter.
Sozin and I didn't speak or see each other for 25 years after our battle. I spend most of my spare time here, at my home.
So Avatar at times of peace, he's just sort of chilling at home?
Roku's island was 100 miles away, but I could still feel it rumbling and see the black plume of smoke. I had never seen anything like this catastrophe.
Whoa.
This is amazing! amazing, Roku. You're battling a volcano, and you're winning.
My success didn't last, Aang. There was no way I could do it all.
Oh!
Battling the elements was hard enough. I had to do it while I could barely breathe. Poisonous volcanic gases were overwhelming.
It's all right, Bang. Get out of here. I'm fine.
Need a hand, old friend?
Sozin?
There's not a moment to waste.
Don't breathe the toxic gas.
Oh no!
It's too much. Please.
Without you, all my plans are suddenly possible. I have a vision for the future, Roku.
God!
Wait, that's me, isn't it?
Make sense of our past, Aang, and you will bring peace and restore balance in the world.
Roku!
God, did you see the dragon?
And the great comet returning. The timing was perfect to change the world. I knew the next avatar would be born an air nomad, so I wiped out the air temples. The new avatar eluded me. I wasted the remainder of my life searching in vain. I know he's hiding out there somewhere. The Fire Nation's greatest threat, the last airbender.
That can't be it. Where's the rest of it?
It's happening. Holy shit.
You sent this, didn't you? I found the secret history, which, by the way, should be renamed the history most people already know. The note said that I needed to know about my great-grandfather's death, but he was still alive in the end.
He wasn't. You have more than one great-grandfather, Prince Zuko. Sozin was your father's grandfather. Your mother's grandfather was Avatar Roku.
Why are you telling me this?
Understanding the struggle between your two great-grandfathers can help you better understand the battle within yourself. Evil and good are always at war inside you, Zuko. It is your nature, your legacy. What happened generations ago can be resolved now by you. Because of your legacy, you alone can cleanse the sins of our family and the Fire Nation. Power to restore balance to the world.
What? Holy
This
crap!
is a royal artifact.
Oh!
It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
Shit!
You mean after all Roku and Sozin went through together, even after Roku showed him mercy, Sozin betrayed him like that?
It's like these people are born bad. I don't think that was the point of what Roku showed me at all. Roku was just as much Fire Nation as Sozin was, right? If anything, their story proves anyone's capable of great good and great evil. Even the Fire Lord and the Fire Nation have to be treated like they're worth giving a chance.
Yes!
And I also think it was about friendships.
Do you really think friendships can last more than one lifetime?
I don't see why not.
Well, scientifically speaking, there's no way to prove that.
Oh, Sokka, just hold hands.
Bloody hell, guys! That episode was brilliant. I'm still like trying to figure it all out. So wait, Sozin and Roku were both Fire Nation. Then Sozin was the prince, right? So his father was a Fire Lord and he was meant to be a Fire Lord and he eventually became a Fire Lord. In the meantime, Roku became the Avatar and he had a wife. And what, they're both Zuko's grandfathers. Sozin is, we knew that. So he had a son, possibly the current Fire Lord, right? The Fire Lord had a son, Zuko. But then that means Roku had a daughter, and that daughter had to be Zuko's mother. No, wait, he was the great-grandfather, so there was someone else in the chain, but still. This is actually brilliant. It means that Zuko and Aang are much more alike than I thought, and they are sort of meant to be friends if you think about it. If you think about it, me wanting them to be friends was pretty generic. It's actually something that's bound to happen, which means I was right. I love that, guys. I love it. This is amazing. I love that. This show is so much more than a children animation. I loved how deep it gets, and I also really like what Aang said by the end of it, that no one's beyond being given a chance. That's what I think. That's what I always try to do in real life. Even when someone's really evil, I try to get it. But anyway, brilliant episode. You were no kidding when you said that there are great episodes in season 3, huh? Thanks so much for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to support me, you can always join Patreon. There's unedited episodes over there, and I really appreciate everyone who's supporting me and allowing me to continue on. Thanks so much, guys. Stay safe. This was Alla from Stop Me Oceano. Bye.